everybody, and welcome to this class on cartooning and character design with the Essex Art Center. My name is Justin Kettle, and I'm going to be your teacher. I have been drawing cartoons and characters for as long as I can remember, so I'm very excited to show you guys how to start drawing your own. We're going to go over everything in this class, from drawing people to animals to weird creatures, from drawing different faces to different body types, all kinds of fun things. So whatever you want to draw, you'll probably learn how to draw it. Today we're going to start with the basics of faces and expressions, and we're going to learn some things that are going to carry over into our other lessons. As far as materials that you will need, you just need some paper, and then anything that you have to draw with: pencils, crayons, markers, colored pencils. I have these colored pens here that I like to use. I know a lot of people like to draw in pencil, go over it with pen, and then erase the pencil later. I'm just going to draw in pen so that you guys can better see what I'm doing today. But again, you can use whatever you have lying around the house. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so to start off, we're going to start thinking about some different faces and emotions, and a good way to start out is by drawing smiley faces. Everybody's drawn those. So we'll think of a couple. We'll just start with, here's happy. There's a sad one. We'll draw angry. Maybe we'll draw surprised. A little open mouth like that, eyebrows going up to make him look like he's surprised. Another fun one is kind of this sort of skeptical, curious face like that. So we're going to learn how to draw much better faces than these, but these are just a good way to start thinking about the different emotions that we can draw. Now, if we wanted to draw a more fleshed out character, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different color so you guys can see. And one thing that's really helpful when you're drawing a character is drawing different basic shapes first to start building the body and the head of your character, and then drawing the details over the top of it. So we're going to just start with something nice and simple. We'll make a little happy guy right here. So I'm going to draw kind of a little square, kind of a rounded square for a head. And something that we like to do when we're cartooning is when we're making a face, we draw this cross shape right here. And this cross shape helps us orient all of the different parts of the face on the head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a nose right in the center of this cross. So we'll draw a circle like that. These little U shapes for nostrils on the sides. And then you can draw your eyes. Some people like to draw them above these lines right here. I like to put them right on the lines so that the eyes are nice and level with the nose. I think it looks a lot cuter that way. And I draw my eyes like these little U shapes. You can do more standard eyes that are, big circles if you want, like that. But again, I just like to draw my eyes like little U's like that. So we've drawn our cross, we've drawn a big circle for the nose, 2 eyes on either side. We'll give him some eyebrows so he looks nice and happy. Again, happy face, so we're going to give him a big smile like that. Draw a big curving line for the smile. Little U shape for his cheek right there. And we'll have him with his mouth open. So we'll draw kind of a little V shape for the open mouth, a little line right here for his teeth. And we'll draw some more shapes. Again, we like to use basic shapes to build our characters. We drew the square for the head. We'll do some circles for the ears on either side. And then we can just draw some kind of wavy lines for the hair up here. Okay, so we kind of have the nice plan for our character right here. And like I said, we'll start with the basic shapes, and then we'll go over in detail with the top. So I'm going to take my black marker now. I'm just going to go over those lines that I've drawn. And when we get to parts like here where we just have these basic shapes, we'll think about, okay, the circle we wanted to be the ear, so we'll turn that into more of an actual ear with the black marker. Draw a big curving line like that. Another curving line for the inside of the ear. Kind of highlight around his chin and his cheek here. Draw over his mouth right here. Fix that other ear. There we go. We have the start of our first character right there. And again, we can use this for a whole bunch of different expressions. Use different shapes for the head, so we use kind of a nice square for this head. Let's do kind of a sad person, and we'll give him kind of a funny triangular head here. So I'm going to draw a triangle. We'll leave it a little bit open at the bottom. And again, when we're drawing a face, we use that cross shape. So what I'm going to do, I'll draw that vertical line of the cross, and I kind of want his face to be up closer to the top right here. Since he's going to be a sad character, we want a whole lot of space in the bottom for a big frowny mouth. So I'm going to move this cross a little bit upwards. Put his nose right here. Again, big circle. 2 little nostrils on either side. I'll leave his eyes up here. And then that leaves lots of space for a big old frown like that. So he's really, really sad. And we'll give him 2 funky little ears on either side. Kind of little puppy dog ears like that. A little bit of hair up top. We'll kind of close this circle. And I'll draw his neck and shoulders a little bit too, why not? Put a little V shape, draw 2 lines for his shoulders right there, so it looks like we're seeing him from the shoulders up. Alright, and then again, I drew in that first pink color just to get the basic shapes in there, and now I'm going to go over the top with this black marker. And something I like to do with the mouths is I like to make it look like they've got kind of big puffy lips. And the way you do that, you've got this big curving line for the frowny face. Do one line that kind of curves under, then another right there. There's a line for the chin. Finish off his ears right there. There we go. There's our kind of sad guy right there. And let's see, we'll pick one more expression here. Let's do this kind of skeptical expression. Someone who looks skeptical, maybe they're more stubborn. A big old square shape might work really well for that. So we'll draw a nice big rectangle right there. It's really fun to play with different shapes while you're drawing different characters. So pick any weird, crazy shapes, circles, stars, squares, rectangles, pyramids, whatever it is you'd like to do. So a big rectangle shape. Again, we're going to do that cross to start the face. And do the vertical line, the horizontal line. And for this guy, I kind of want his face to be more toward the bottom of his head because I want him to have a big forehead. So we'll do the vertical line here over to the side. Move this horizontal line downwards. And we'll give this guy a triangular nose, right? Why not? More of a teardrop shape there. Nostrils on either side. Give him 2 eyes right here. For a more kind of skeptical expression like this, you kind of make one eyebrow pointing down, almost like he's angry, and then one eyebrow curving up like this, like he's surprised. So I'm going to give him big old eyebrows. There's one curving down. There's the one curving upwards. Big old frowny face like that. And I'm going to give him some funky little teeth sticking up. So we'll do a little square here, little square here. Big square ears. And, you know, we'll give him a top hat. Why not? So I'm going to draw a little circle here, another circle there, big old rectangle here with a rounded top. Top hats have a little band on it like that, so we'll give him that. There's his neck, 2 lines for the shoulders, a little V shape for the collar of his shirt. If you want to give him a nice little button-up shirt, you can put little 2 V shapes on either side. Then we'll put a little hair coming out the top right there. Alright, I've built the basic character with these shapes with that pink pen. Now I'm going to go over with the black one. And we'll turn these into kind of big bushy eyebrows. So drawing along that pink line, all these little lines to look like hair. This is eyes. There's that kind of teardrop shaped nose. Little square ears like that. Top hat. There we go. There's our grumpy guy. And again, I'm just doing it in these colored pens so that you guys can see all the different shapes. If you do this in pencil, you can draw all those shapes in pencil at first, draw over it with a pen or a marker or something, and then erase that pencil so that you only see that black outline. So we've drawn people so far, which has been really, really fun. But you might be saying to yourself, I would like to draw an animal, maybe a dog. So let's pick an expression. We'll do a happy dog. Dogs should be happy. Dogs usually are happy. So with people, you usually just want one basic shape for the head, but with animals, usually you need a couple. So we'll start with a square again, just for the top of the dog's head. And dogs, they have, and a lot of animals have a muzzle, kind of like that. So they have their main head, and then their nose and their mouth all kind of come off the front of their head like that. So we'll do two shapes, one for the head, one for the muzzle. Square for the head, circle for the muzzle, big triangle for the nose right there. Like we said, he's a happy dog. So we'll give him a big smile, bring it up there. And then if you want to use that cross face plan, do the cross right there. The muzzle will go right at the intersection of the horizontal and the vertical line. Eyes can go on either side. Give him some big floppy triangle ears like he's really, really happy. Give him a little collar, so a V shape, a U shape, a little circle. And now we can start coloring him in. So U-shaped eyes. When I'm drawing animals, especially dogs, I like to draw these triangle shapes, and then I'll add the nostrils on later. So you draw a little curve right here, a little curve right there, then you connect the top and the bottom. There's that dog, there's the eyes. Give him a little bit of hair up top. Draw those big floppy ears, draw the inside. V shape, U shape, collar. And a lot of dogs, they have kind of little whiskers and spots right there. There you go, there's your dog. Sometimes you like to color in the inside of the ears, just so they stand out a little bit. Let's see, there's some people, there's a dog. Now, how about we do a lizard? We'll make him an angry lizard. Let's see. Now, lizards, reptiles usually have kind of big triangular heads. Kind of do this for birds too. So what I did, I kind of started with a little triangle shape, connected it with a curve and a line right there. See, we'll put the cross shape right there. So if this is kind of the tip of his nose, he's gonna have some angry eyes right here. And we'll kind of make him looking to the side, looking that way. And he won't have a big kind of puffy nose like these guys. Lizards just have little nostrils, so we'll just draw two lines for those nostrils. Draw a neck like that. And let's see. Let's put him in a hat of some sort. We'll give him a little baseball hat. So I like to draw kind of a square. And then kind of this curvy rectangle coming off the top for the brim of the baseball hat. Little circle on top. Put a little line, so there's kind of the front and the side of the baseball hat. There's there's the start of it. We've built it up with that pink marker. Now we're going to go over the top with the black one. And lizards have very kind of angular features, very angular mouths. So try and do a lot of this with straight lines. Color in the side of the hat so it sticks out a little bit. There we go. There's our angry lizard. So as you can see, there's a lot of different fun things that you can do just with these different shapes. We're going to come back to using these different shapes. We use them, well, at least I use them in every kind of character I draw, every cartoon I draw. So keep practicing with these. Draw all kinds of faces, draw all kinds of expressions, draw different animals, draw different monsters, draw whatever you want. But we'll focus on the faces today. And when we come back next time, we will start drawing the rest of the characters, start learning how to draw different body parts and poses and expressions. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I'm looking forward to teaching you more next time.